The road ahead, it twists and turns, and the sun beats down and it burns. But I keep on pushing through. And every step quicker than the last, my feet tread down this beaten path, and I keep on pushing through.
30 Days of Affirmations, day number 20. I am discerning. I love myself enough to say no to people and situations that don't serve my highest good. I am discerning. Such an important one today. And I got to tell you, I had a heck of a challenge so far today. Real challenge. I'm going to say, if you are discerning, make sure that you watch out for the false positives. Okay? You know what the false positives are, right? They were talking about false positives with COVID. You know what I'm saying? Beware of the false positives. False positives are bad because it makes you believe that something is good, I guess, or it makes you believe, not good, but it makes you believe that something is one way when it's actually not, hence the word false. I've experienced a lot of false positives. Here's an example of false positives. Someone who comes into your life and claims to be, you know, a positive person. I have a podcast called Positive Blatherings. I just produced my first feature film. And yet, positive people that I've met recently still, they go on and they record something about being positive, about, inspiring people and helping people. And yet, they seem to forget the common courtesies that you would extend to other people throughout your day, right? I know I'm speaking in riddles. Imagine a guy who goes up on stage and gives this TED Talk. It's a 45-minute TED Talk about how he accomplished things in his life, about how he overcame adversities, about how when people told him no, he said yes. And he went through it anyway and did what he had to do anyway and became successful. Now imagine that same person gets off the stage, walks past 3 or 4 people, doesn't acknowledge them, has a water bottle in his hand and says, "Here, deal with this." It just hands it to somebody, anybody. That person doesn't even work for him, but everybody is beneath him, right? Except for when he's on stage. When he's on stage, he is a lovable, likable, this guy can accomplish anything. I will help anyone. I will help you change a tire. Gets off stage, no one's looking. Not really that nice. Not really that thoughtful. Not really that caring. Beware of people like that. Beware of the false positives. They talk a good talk, but do they walk the walk? Maybe sometimes, but not all the time. If there ever comes a day where I am super successful, making lots of money, making lots of films, this place runs by itself and I don't even have to be here. If that day ever comes, mark my words, anybody asks me for help or for, advice, I will stop what I'm doing and I will give that advice. I will help that person. And if anyone ever sees me treating another human being as though that human being were less than myself, I would hope that you would call me out. And I don't care if I'm in a group of people. I don't care if I'm accepting an award. Call me out if I'm being that person. It's one of those things that just makes me, crazy. And I'm crazy enough. Trust me. I'm I am like always walking this tightrope of I'm good enough and I suck. I'm good enough and I suck. You know what I'm saying? Like one day I could fall onto the suck side and now I suck all day. One day I fall onto the good enough side and woohoo, I'm good enough. That's a terrible line to cross. And I really, I don't like to admit that I envy, but I do. I envy people who walk through life so confident and so sure of themselves that they just can do whatever they want. Some people wear it well. Some people do it well. Some people don't. And nobody's perfect. We have bad days. I understand that. And that's how it is. It's when you're dealing with those that are consistently inconsistent. I guess you could say. I don't know. Beware of the false positives. Be discerning. Make sure that you do not accept what you don't want to accept. Do not accept less than what you believe you deserve. And that's the most important lesson that you can learn from today's Positive Blatherings 30 Days of Affirmations. It's like 90 days, I think, because I'm doing one every 3 days, apparently. So, but I only have 30 actual affirmations, so you'll just have to cut me some slack on that one. I know for a fact that I'm always learning, I'm always growing, I'm always trying to be better than I was the day before. And I don't always have a positive day. I don't always have that day where I am definitely better than I was yesterday. Sometimes I'm 3 or 4 steps back from where I was the day before. And that's just part of being human, I guess. So I make mistakes all the time, multiple mistakes, many times a day. And I try to just power through it. And I have to do these things sometimes to, I guess, put it out there and try to see what I'm saying from someone else's point of view. Like I'm looking at the screen, looking at myself saying this, looking at John Pevick and Bridget Whitmer, who are the only 2 people watching at this moment. And I appreciate you both because you both are very supportive of the things that I do on here. And, I appreciate that because there's a lot of noise. And to be honest, people really don't care. They don't, they're so, and it's not a personal thing. As they're flipping through Facebook, it's like, oh, Scott's live. Positive Blatherings is live. Yeah, whatever. I'm looking for something. I don't have time to watch his live video. And that's fine. I do the same thing. Although my friends, I tend to watch their live videos just because I like my friends. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm totally, this is 100% a blathering today because I am so blathering. But day number 20, I am discerning. Discerning is very important. To read it again, I love myself enough to say no to people in situations that don't serve my highest good. I am discerning. And that is really hard to do, and I hope you could do it well. That's right, John. Mistakes are part of life, although make little mistakes and try not to make big ones. Yes, that is true. Try not to make big mistakes. Oh gosh, so there's lots of levels of mistakes, and I make all manners, all sizes and shapes. I stepped in a mistake this morning when I went outside, so but right, we grow. You're awesome too, Bridget. Thank you for all your support. Really appreciate you. You can't grow if you can't learn from your mistakes and you can't admit you're wrong. I admit I'm wrong all the time. I make so many mistakes, it actually starts to anger me that I'm like, why am I making so many mistakes? So hopefully I don't make too many of them. Otherwise, I'm going to be out of business. Thankfully, I make mistakes when I'm dealing with my own stuff, like my own Positive Blatherings podcast or these 30 Days of Affirmations, like the text is wrong or something. I make the mistakes with my stuff because I got to find 10 minutes to do it and then do it real quick before someone else comes in to the studio to record a podcast or something. So yeah, I make more mistakes on my own things. 30 days of affirmations. Tomorrow is going to be day number 21. I am happy. And this is a long one. Look at that. I am happy. A lot of things to say about being happy. But I think I am discerning is one of my favorite ones so far. There's been a couple, and I'd go through them, but they're in a pile on the desk here so that I don't read them again. John says, so have I. However, I've become a better person because of it. We all have our battle scars of life. I'm okay with it. Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to be okay with it. You got to be okay with those things, and you got to move on. And what's that little what is it called? Don't go backward, or don't go back. You're not going that way, or something. Don't look back. You're not going there. I don't know. I should stop now because I'm starting to lose my ADD that I don't have is becoming a problem. I'm getting ADD. It's like sinking into my brain. Anyway, be discerning. Don't take no for an answer. Don't let people tell you like how to be. Be yourself and whatnot. Oh, man, today was tough. This was a tough morning. I have to leave with a cool song. Read it, believe it, be it. Catch you later.